What's up, my nerds? It's Greg here. I'm going to do my top 30-ish Tim Salmon cards. It was hard to pick between all of them. I went through them several times, and each time I was picking out different cards. And after 10, it's just like a mishmash of stuff that I love. So I commend you guys for being able to have an organized list of which card is which, because it seems almost impossible. So for you guys that did it, I definitely tip my hat to you to put that list together, because it feels like every day the card rank changes just by the mood you're in. So I definitely I can appreciate everybody's list and the organization that it took to find the top 30 or 40 or 50. We'll start. I organize my cards. They're in refractors and then inserts and then autographs and game used. So we'll start with the refractors, and then later on it'll be like a top 10. But everything right now is just 11 through 30, whatever, in no particular order. First is the 95 Bowman Best Refractor. As you can see, this thing shines so bright. It has the CA logo on it, California Angels. I can really appreciate that. That's when I really started to get into Tim Salmon, so to see the California Angels logo is really cool. I had a hat or two back in the day when I was a kid. So this card, it's like number 3 in my box because it's 95. And so I often, when I grab a group of cards to look at, this is one of them that pops up often, just because it's at the front. But having been at the front, it just kind of has made me appreciate it even more, because it's one of the first cards I look at over and over. Next up is the 95 Finest Refractor. A beautiful set. The 93 and the 94 are kind of similar in design, and this also has some green to it, but this one feels more technological advanced, I guess. A little more going on. I've noticed a lot of these have the hulking and the greening. They still sell well. They still have great value. The Griffey and the Frank. All the other guys sell really well. If I could find a better conditioned salmon, there's nothing really wrong with it. It's got a few refractor. It's got like a refractor print line thing going on. So I wouldn't mind upgrading. If I could find one with less fading, I would definitely upgrade. But for now, this is a great card. It's in great condition, really. I just wouldn't mind upgrading if I had the chance. Next up is from my favorite Finest set, the 96 Finest. This is the silver refractor. As you can see, it's got like the almost like lightning or some kind of like popping electricity, feels like. Super cool card. They had the bronze, the silver, and the gold. Some people had bronze and silver. Some people had bronze, silver, and gold. Salmon lucked out and had all 3 this year. And it's just a beautiful card. I like that electrifying zap to it. Next up is the first Topps Chrome year. This is the refractor. First year for Topps Chrome. I pulled a Griffey insert refractor as a kid, which was awesome. I seem to have opened a lot of 96 packs, so this year stands out for me. I love the picture. It's a great picture. Horizontal cards that have awesome pictures stand above for me. And this one has a great picture, great shine, all around great card. Next up is just a combination of greatness. You got my boy Frank Thomas, my boy Tim Salmon, and then David Justice. But I've got one for my Frank Thomas box, and I got one for my Tim Salmon box. These cards don't show up very often. I'd spent quite a while looking for one, and then suddenly 2 popped up, so I bought both of them. They're just great looking cards. Here's the 2001 Topps Chrome Retro Refractor. I just really like the design of this. Plus, Retro Refractor sounds really cool. Just a cool card. Then we have the 2002 Gold Refractor. These are just awesome. They pop and they shine so bright. I really like this card. I look at it quite often. I have the black refractor, but I like the gold one just a little bit more. All right, now we're going into the 93 Score Select Defects. This is the rookie defects. Salmon had 3 defects cards this year. One was like a rookie, the green with the Piazza, and then one was like a rookie traded rookie all-stars, and then this one. But this one is my favorite. It just I like the red border right here, like fading away. It's my favorite of the 3. Then I've seen a lot of these in people's top favorites. This is the Flair Hot Gloves from '94. Really cool card. I like the orange background along with the die cut. These are just really cool. Next up is another cool horizontal card, the Collector's Choice Gold Signature. I like this picture a lot. It's really cool. And you know, gold signatures are hard to find. Collector's Choice usually has like 500 to 700 cards, so to get a gold signature of your player is actually pretty tough. So it's just, this card stands out to me. Next up is the 95 Pinnacle Museum Collection. Got that another defects. This is the Swingmen one. Opened a lot of packs of 95, and I don't think I ever pulled the salmon like this, but I do remember museum collections, and it's just, I love to look at this card. Defects is cool. Defects is a good technology that I do appreciate. Here's 95 Pinnacle White Hot. I have the Red Hot, but this is the variation of the insert, which makes it a little more special. And it is just a really cool card. Sizzling. Next up is the 96 Pinnacle Aficionado. This is the artist proof. I really wish he had a first pitch preview, because that would, I would go hard for that card if he had one, but he doesn't. So I have to settle with the artist proof. But I mean, it's just that versus that, I think. But this card is really cool, and I like the artist proof one. Next up is another Pinnacle Aficionado. This is the Slick Picks. As you can see, it's super bright card. I love that rainbow shine on it. It's got a picture of him, face picture, and then an action picture. This is one of my favorite cards in my collection, at least top 30 wise. Then we have 96 Pinnacle Essence of the Game. It's acetate, as you can see right here, but it also has super shine on the top. Plus he's got his sunglasses. I know Matt loves pictures with sunglasses, so how can you go wrong with this? Super cool card. Another cool favorite is the Hitting Machine from 96 Ultra Gold Medallion. Got the shine. Very cool die cut. Everything's going on with this card is just awesome. Super hard to pull. They sell really well. Matt pointed out righties face that way and lefties face that way, which I didn't realize until Alan showed off his Barry Bonds. But these are super cool. Then another one I haven't really seen many people show, which I personally love. It's the 97 Stadium Club Matrix. Got some Neo stuff going on here. Entering the Matrix. Hard not to like this card. If you got a guy in the set, which pretty much everybody does, go get the Matrix, man. Look at that. He's about to save Trinity. Mr. Anderson about to do it. Anyways, sorry, I got mesmerized by the Matrix. Next up is the 97 Ultra Platinum Medallion. These were the first, to my knowledge, first picture variation cards. The base is different than the gold medallion and the platinum medallion, so the gold looks like this, the platinum looks like this, but the base is a totally different picture. Super cool, ahead of their time, because now Topps is doing it pretty much on everything, so they were way ahead of their time with that, and it makes the card extra cool because it's a totally different picture. Then you guys know this one, the Red Crusade. I've got the green and I've got the purple, sorry, green and purple to complete the Crusade. It's also been brought to my attention there is a non-pack pulled Call to Arms of Tim Salmon. I've not seen it, so I don't know what that looks like, but this thing is gorgeous. I would definitely get the Call to Arms if it was made available to me. I sat on this for like 7 days waiting for it to end in auction. As you guys know, waiting for a card to end in auction can be nerve-wracking, so I didn't know if I was going to end up with it or not, but I did, and my Crusade has now been complete. I've been knighted. This is my favorite Flair Legacy. It's the 98 Row Zero. These are just really cool cards. A lot of people like the 97 Row Zero Legacy, but 98 is my favorite. I have quite a few of my favorite players in this. Thought about putting a set together. They're just really cool cards. Then, as you guys might know, some wood action. It's always my favorite. This is number 20. It's the 98 Leaf Fractal Matrix Z2 Access die cut. You got that? I've got the regular, I got the other die cut, and then I got this, which is the hardest. Super glad that Salmon got the wood cards. Tugs at my heartstrings. Some wood. Really cool. So this one has a really cool story. Some of you guys may know. Eric Knudsen, big Pedro collector, was posting his 90s Pedros in a group and not getting a lot of love. So I mentioned to him, hey, maybe you should come to the group where that will be appreciated. And he said, what group? And I said, well, it's the 90s to 2004 rare insert card group. And he joined and he was having a great time. And he said, hey man, I'm just going to send you this as a thank you to showing me some people who are like-minded. And I said, dude, that's awesome. Let me pay you. And he said, no, you don't have to do that. So I didn't do anything, just received the card. But look at that, man. It is gorgeous. Numbered out of 50. This was one of the cards like I wanted. Sorry, I never meant it. It's the 98 SPX Spectrum. Numbered out of 50. This is one of those cards that you want, but like they just never come around, so you don't really think much about them. But man, when he mentioned he had this, I was like, heck yeah, please let me get that. I'll pay you infinity dollars. All right, next, another cool card, super cool. The 99 metal, precious metal gem. As you guys may see, I got a little chip right there, but I'm not seeing any of these pop up. I would definitely get a replacement for this because that bothers me, you know. But I have one, so that's a start. I've got one. If I can upgrade, cool, but if not, so be it. These base cards are super boring and bland to me, but when you add that precious metal shine to it, it's like they're just a whole different card. Totally up my alley. I'm sure they would be yours too. Next up is the 99 Skybox Molten Metal Fusion. This is the Sterling. As you can see, he's got like the dot matrix. When you hold it up in the light, it shows off his face right here. Really cool. I would love to get the titanium. which is numbered to 50. This is numbered to 500. I've not seen the salmon to 50. I will definitely go for it if it pops up. There's a lot of these cards in the set though, so it's hard to come across. Then we have the 99 Topps Stars and Steel holographic domed gold. Look at how shiny that thing is. I've got the penny sleeve in front of it in a pro mold because these things are, the fronts are super sticky. As you can see, the whole card shines, but they're really sticky, so I didn't want it to stick to the front. Just to be careful. I got this from Blowout. A guy messaged me and said, "Hey, I got this super rare salmon. Do you want it?" And I think I paid like 20. I said, "Heck yeah, I do." So I've got a few cool cards from people in Blowout or Freedom Cardboard. Here's another one of my favorite platinums, 2000 Platinum Medallion from Ultra. I really like the die cut they did this year. I wish they didn't do the gold medallion like that, just the platinum. That'd be even cooler. This is numbered to 50, but I really like these platinum medallions. Next up is probably my favorite platinum medallion picture. Not favorite platinum medallion, but just the picture. This is 2001. I like how it's got like the, follows him on like the swing, and then, you know, the foil. It's just a cool card with a cool picture. So this one really stands out in my collection. All right, next up is my second favorite autograph. It's the Flair Tradition 2000 I think, fresh ink. Just the design of it is really, really cool. I found this at the National. I already had one, but I bought it anyways. I think it was $5 to $10. I just wanted to say I got a cool salmon at the National. I got a few, but it was cool just to buy another one of these. I got caught up in the moment. I just like how it's not a sticker. It's not on a card. I guess he signed it and then they put the card on top of it, because as you can see, there's like an indentation. But it's just a cool design, cool card. And then we got my favorite Tim Salmon autograph, it's 2003 SP Chirography, the World Series edition. As you can see, he signed 2002 champs, which is super, super cool. My only inscribed salmon autograph, but it's awesome that he signed it like that. Now we're getting into my top 10, starting with 10. This is the 99 Ultimate Victory. Theoretically, this is the 1 of 1, but it doesn't have the serial number, which kind of tells me this could be the replacement. But still, it's 2 of 2, I guess you could say. Couldn't pass it up. I really wanted one. It's different. The 100s are silver, and the 101s are gold. It's really cool. I like the design and the shines. It's a cool card. It's really my only 1 of 1, my first 1 of 1, but it's 2 of 2, I guess, if it's the replacement. All right, next we have the 96 metal Mother Lode. I pulled a few of these as a kid. I might have even pulled this one. It's just, he's got his shades on. Look how it's colorful. I like the white background. It's just one of those cards that just gets me. Does a little bit of everything. So it is one of my favorites. It's my number 9 card, actually. And we have my number 8 card, which is the 97 Fleer Tiffany. As you can see, it's got like the blue, but it shines, rainbow shine. The base cards are like a paper stock, and these have like glossy, and it says Tiffany on the back. But this is my favorite Tim Salmon card picture. Favorite. It just look at it. It pops. The colors pop. You can see the foul pole in the background. Like, it's just a cool swing picture. My favorite. That's why it's so high on the list. Next up is a staple for you guys if you have them. The 93 Finest Refractor. I have a rare one, but it's a little off-centered. This one's the best condition one I have. This is what started it all. 93 Finest. Next up is the 98 Essential Credentials. Look at that shine. Man, it's beautiful. Essential Credentials in the future. I need the now. I don't have the now. I even put a bounty up for it. So if you guys see it, holler at me so I can buy it. But this thing is beautiful. The basketball guys love theirs, and I can understand why. These are awesome cards. Next up, another sneaky dollar card. The 96 Upper Deck Hot Commodities. I put this set together. I was showing you guys how awesome these cards look, so you might know already. Look at that orange, man. That thing just pops. It's like he's on fire. It's die cut. You can see why it's so high on my list. Alright, next is the 99 Fleer Brilliance 24 karat gold. Like I said, I was on Blowout, put the bounty up. Somebody said, I don't want your bounty money, I just want you to have the card because it sounds like you're a hardcore salmon guy. So I said, alright, well, let me offer you some money. I made an offer. He said, that's too much. Take 25 off and we'll call it a deal. I was like, okay. So I appreciate that. Always love a card with a good story, especially something like this, because it just makes the card even more memorable. Considering how rare it is, that just is an added bonus. These are numbered to 24. Next up is the 96 Select Certified Mirror Gold. A lot of guys don't have their player. I happen to have them. I have the mirror blue and the mirror red, along with the other red, blue, artist proof. But this one, really needs no explaining. It's a phenomenal card. I love it. Then this is followed with my favorite refractor, the 96 Finest Gold Refractor. Pulled the Cream Garcia as a kid. Would have died if I pulled this at a Frank. But it's like he's got his own little aura going out. It's just, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Looks like it's got a little fading and hawking on the jersey. You can see it. Not much you can do with that, but this card is just beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. That was number 2. And then number 1. Just a hands down number 1 card for me. It's been that way for a while. It's the 98 Precious Metal Gems. So he's like underwater, and that looks like a manta ray or something. But I'm a kid at heart, so these kind of like cartoon cards were already awesome, and then you add the rarity out of 50 along with like this spectral spiral foil thing going on, and that does it, man. I would if you can find your player of this, get it, because you will not regret it. So that's it, guys. Those are my top salmon cards, so I'm super glad to show them to you. I'm glad I finally got around to this. Hope the video wasn't too long, but I will see you on the podcast. Essential Credentials. Let's do it.